Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our full BZ Plus playthrough. Always a good time. We are clearly low on iron. In our last episode we got... What did we get having? I don't remember. We did, I think, more, train stuff. We got this coal going. I probably need to actually get this coal going as well, because it's a bigger patch. I did place down a radar. Get that all finished up, and then I did just copy-paste this twice here and get the power going, and I needed 3 foundries for that. That'll get me 37.5 coke, or 3.75 coke, which is 37.5 megawatts, which is enough, because I think these together make 36. So I got that all set up. Kind of had to do some weird spaghetti here to prioritize the coal that's coming from here, and then prioritize power here and here. So I think we got that all going correctly. And finally, I did one other thing. Well, I restocked my inventory, and yeah, that's where we're at. So what I'm going to do is research some more inventory size. Just because, well, I think we have the red science, right? We have a bunch. Do we have a bunch? We have, according to this, 8.3 thousand. So yeah, let's use some of it up. And I also need to work on concrete laying, which isn't the most exciting thing, but should be good for us. So we'll go ahead and get rid of our inventory. And we'll just go ahead and plop down a bunch of concrete. We'll start by replacing the stone that exists. And you know what? Reach actually is going to be really helpful for this. So I'm going to go ahead and do reach first. And then we'll get back to inventory size. Because one more tile when you're laying concrete makes a big deal. Makes a big difference. Oh no. Okay. So I guess first we want to get the top edge figured out correctly, and then we can do the bottom edge later. I should probably run on the belt, less likely to get moved around. Also, am I pretty close to belt immunity here? Surely I am. I need to pick up these. There we go. Belt immunity is titanium and red chips, but I am close to being able to research it, so let's do that after this. Just blowing through all of our concrete, but that's okay. Okay, and then this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So this needs to go. Oh gosh, that was all of it. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need a lot more. That was 6,000, all gone. Was it 6,000? No, that was only like 3,000. Why did I thought it said 6 something. Hey, Archcraft, how's it going? Well, that's all we got for now. Stone brick, interestingly enough, now we have a ton of it, so... Is there... I need to set up a little buffer system for stone brick to feed all that back in. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So stone brick, let's get rid of that. I need some brick down here, too, so I can run back and forth more easily. Where did the stone brick go? Oh, it's down here. Kind of hiding. Is silica really the only main use of stone brick? Electric furnaces. That's the other one. All the other things are just things we would build here and there. Although, do walls go into the military science as well? They do, yeah. Okay. But anyway, we should set up military science, by the way. Yeah, electric furnaces are going to be next. I should queue those up, too. And we already have rails, and we already have the stuff for productivity. So yeah, stone brick does need to progress up here. Potentially not on the bus proper, because all we need is military science and production science. So we really only need that for sciences. Yeah, Flaveria gifted a bunch of subs yesterday, so you can thank them for that. So I'm just gonna output priority right, go up to here, do this, do this, do that, input priority right. And then that will provide a buffer, which we will, let's see. Well, I guess you can't do that. It doesn't use chest contents to set something. Can you do this? No. So you go if stone brick... Where are you? Is less than, I don't know, we'll have a buffer of like 2k. And then the rest of it will be space for me to drop extra in. Okay. So I think we're good to go. We added the radar to coal mine, we got more power, and now we need lubricant and diamonds. Those are the next two big things. Or I could do military science first. Let's do that. Military science. Let's get that set up. Because we've got stone bricks, coal, and what else do we need? Oh, tungsten, steel, and lead. Didn't expect those to be there. So we need a lot. Tungsten, steel, and lead. Steel, unfortunately, is all the way over there. So I guess we are going to need stone brick on the bus. I forget what these three were designated for. Tungsten's here. Maybe we put stone brick on this one. Maybe we do. I don't remember. Yeah, I think so. Titanium was definitely one of them. Diamond might have been one of them. But I'm never going to have a full belt of diamonds. I could probably do titanium and diamond on halvesies. And we already have all of these on the bus, right? So it's not like there's a ton of missing stuff. Maybe we were thinking uranium at some point, but we can put that on a lower section of the bus. Zircon? Did we ever get... Yeah, zirconium's on here. But maybe we were thinking zirconium plate. Not sure. But I think stone brick is probably just as important as those two. Because it goes into both military and... so beneath the coal. It goes into both military science and into production science. So we will need it. So we'll put that on the bus. Gotta kind of get this all caught up. Make sure it's extended through. Looks good. Okay, perfect. So then why don't we just actually extend... Gosh, I feel like I'm spending so much iron to do red. How much is one red belt? versus a yellow. A red belt is 10 plus whatever this is. 1 iron and half an aluminum. Versus 11 iron and half an aluminum. Yeah, 10 times more expensive is a lot. So like 1,000 red belts is 10,000 iron. Which I don't know if I can properly afford to just blow 10,000 iron yet. I would have to upgrade the whole belt for it even to be worth it. So we'll wait until I tap into some more iron, because we only have 140,000 left. I don't want to just waste all of that. We'll get this set up with yellows for a minute. I don't even know if that's enough, but it'll get us started here. Try to help out the nanobots. Oh, and we can do more nanobot researches. In fact, we can do 2 more. So these nanobots get crazy with the last couple upgrades here. Range, we want speed. 4. Yeah. Because it actually reduces the tick delay between nanobots, which 2 ticks doesn't sound like a lot, but if it's only like 10 ticks apart, and then it goes to 8, and then it goes to 6, you know, that's a lot faster. And then the range goes up by, I think, 2 tiles per, so 4 more tile range, 4 ticks less between each. It gets very fast. In any case, let's set up military science, and then we'll go do diamonds. So for military, I'm going to leave some space here, but we're going to be pretty close. Might as well be close. I might leave... Actually, I might leave some space down here to go ahead and create... Well, I only have red undergrounds right now, spectralized, so it makes sense. But I'm going to leave some space to actually make these things. I might even need a bit more space. We'll leave 4 plus the spaghetti. Yeah, that should be plenty of room to make all the ingredients. And then we'll make enough of these. And they're the same with 3 ingredients, so... Yeah, I'm worried about the cost of using 1,000 red belts, not a couple red undergrounds. That is a little different. Oh, that's 2.4. Don't need that many. 1.8, 1.5, 1.2, 1.05. So that'll be it. That's all we need. At this point, I might as well just use 1 row. Why waste a row for that? And then that kind of makes me feel like we can just move this down. Because I can put some stuff on the side if I need to. So... Alright, I may throw this into Hellmod just so I don't have to use max rate calculator on each thing to figure out ratios. So for 1, we need these things, firearm magazines, grenades and that, pennant. That should be good. Okay, so we don't need a ton except for grenades. Grenades are the big one. So what I'll do... we'll go ahead and set up... trying to think. So titanium, steel, and lead all need to come into kind of this area. So these can be piercing rounds. This can be firearms. We can bring in some sort of belts. So let's see. And really nothing needs to be a full belt. if I wanted to maximize late game potential, I'd have coal and stone brick be their own belt. Everything else could be half, but I think everything being half is fine. So tin is not needed. Lead will come up and then go underground. We'll do this. Okay. Lead goes straight to the firearm. Also, we should get some lamps going. Don't want to forget about lamps. Okay. So lead is there. Stone brick, coal, and iron are needed for these two. So that's easy enough. The stone brick is only needed for one building. That can be here. Even here. Really. And then what we'll do is we'll ship the coal to the other side. Or maybe... yeah, that's fine. And then we'll do something like this. And that'll be for the grenades. This is the walls. Where'd you go? Make sure those are on the close side. Actually, it won't matter. We'll just do that. And you place over there. So that'll be the one belt. This will be the grenades, which needs 6 buildings. Which I think I'll put... here. And then we need to put on what side of the belt? Also, I'm being a dummy. We need to move these back at least 2 tiles. We'll go with 3. I guess the side of the belt doesn't matter, as long as I'm consistent. And this will come up. Power. Copy that, and that should be pretty much it. Hopefully. Oh, yeah, the titanium and steel. Not quite it. Let's have those come up here. I guess we don't need 2 belts. Just 1. Titanium and steel. Or, sorry, tungsten. We don't have titanium yet. So do steel there. And then... tungsten. Perfect. Though I probably, as you say, Spectral, I should be using more yellow belts, but, you know, it's fine. So then this guy is underground. It's kind of in the wrong spot. Maybe we do this. And then, oh gosh. What are the inputs? I think they're slow enough that this might work. Hopefully. Yeah, that's good. Okay, there we go. And then we need pretty much the same gig that we had over there. No, different gig. We need to take from both. But then we need to place onto the far side of that one. And I should probably mirror so that we can do better underground somewhere. This one should be the underground. And then we do that. Maximize our underground efficiency. Copy. Oh, we screwed that up. And that should be military science. Except I'm out of coal. How am I out of coal? Oh, I just broke this somehow. Whoops. That's not good. Accidentally rotating a belt can get you into a lot of trouble. Okay, there we go. Sweet. So that's military science, and we'll ship that off with blue science. And then I just have to get ahead of it here to do a filter. Whee! It's a long belt. And go ahead and filter military. Spaghetti. Okay. Military science left. Go over there. Copy this same idea. There we go. Huh. It's a good one, Dave. That's a good one. Probably 0. It's not all that interesting. Bulgaria, as you know, you are not required to do gift subs for any accomplishments that I make. Oh wow, I can't actually fit a light in here without the better power poles. Alright, so we've got military science, which means we can do... Why did I even do that? Oh, I wanted this one, which allows us to see... Actually, I don't know what the surveillance center does. Because this one, they both say vehicles and trains are always in line of sight, so I don't know which one actually does that. And I don't know what that does. So, I don't know, we'll find out. In any case, military science checked off the list, and now we can work towards diamonds. So we need rails for that, and a bunch of miners. I think 1,000 should be enough. Like, what's this? That's only 300 rails. So, are rails the same price as belts? 200 for like 200 tiles, or is it half? Rails are half. Okay, so 200 tiles. Claveria, thank you so much for the 10 gift subs. You know, I hope you all know you can just you can watch without paying anything. That's not a requirement, but it is very much appreciated. So, thank you. Little science. 10 gift subs. Beautiful. Anyway, so we only need half as much as the distance, so yeah, 1,000 rails can get us pretty far. So we'll go over there to the diamonds. I am going to need to tap into both patches, because I do know one thing about diamonds, which is that the mining time is 1,500%. So very slow. Very, very slow mining time. And I want to not forget my strong boxes like I did last time. And I'll need a few rail signals. I'll need a couple train stops. And do I need anything else? I mean, I guess I need the locomotives and cargo wagons. And I think that's it. Hopefully. We can get diamonds set up here. And I can move this belt of zircon anytime. I might even just make it a station rather than a belt if I get the desire at some point. So for now, I think I'll just copy what I'm doing with the coal. This is kind of, I think, the design I like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that there. That goes across. Surveillance 1 allows construction of the surveillance center, keeps all vehicles and trains within the visible line of sight. Surveillance 2, all big power poles are automatically equipped with automatic security cameras. That's right. Keeping them within the visible line of sight. I wonder how far that visibility goes, though, for the big power poles. Because if it's just the pole itself, that doesn't seem useful. Except that you could zoom in and click on it, I guess. So I wonder how far the big pole radius goes. Alright, we need one of those. Build the train. Build some more rails. Now, how are these power poles not connected? Oh, they're just not connected to anything. I see. Oh, interesting. It only works in chunks. So, yeah, that's pretty great then. Okay, so this is the diamond train. We'll give it a nice blue color. Yeah, kind of blue-green. Blue-green color. And then get this connected. Okay. And then we need same thing again. Chain plus rail. And now we're on a journey of which I probably should throw some fuel in a car and go for it. Okay, so we're definitely gonna follow trees. Mortal enemy of cars. Oh my gosh. Well, I might die, but hop on the rails for a second. Can a car survive? Would I survive? I don't know what would happen, actually. Okay, so this is where we split off. And therefore, this is where we need some new signals. I didn't need signals before. hot signals in your area. So wait, how does this work? We need this middle chunk to be... I mean, should it just be chains on both? Like this? I think so, actually. Because basically that does nothing for, like, trains stopping. It just separates this branch and this branch into two different branches. But still making sure that the path is valid, because we're going to tap into all four of these, I'm guessing. These are all juicy patches right there. And there's aluminum right there. So going diagonally here is going to provide a lot. And that'll be my first titanium as well. Normal in? Do you mean in this direction? I don't think so. Because then that gives this as a valid stopping point, which it's not. Because if it can stop in this one, then it can line up too, and this one couldn't go forwards. So this is the first valid stopping point in this direction. You should only have a normal signal when sitting in front of it is a valid stopping point. So I don't think any of these should be normal currently. If I add in another pass-through, then maybe, but... should I blueprint this so I don't have to keep manually placing a bunch of crap? That might be worth it. Let's get like a diagonal blueprint here. How do those not line up? That's extremely annoying. Because I guess diagonal rails are multiples of 4. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is copy this whole thing a couple more times. And maybe just to there, and then we'll turn west. Oh yeah, look at those nanobots speed. Oh, did we run out of green science? Or is this just a crazy slow research? It's just very slow. Oh, it's 2 minutes per set. Yeah, that's very slow. But yeah, they're much faster now, as you can see. And we haven't even done the final speed upgrade. Okay, so now we turn west. Two-way rails for the win. I'm probably going to regret this later. Alright, I'll just keep going here. Yeah, late game, honestly... With nanobots, I don't use the construction bots for a long time until they have a lot of speed upgrades. Because they're just... nanobots are still faster. I should throw radar down. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and get rid of that. And then copy a section of this. Yeah, I mean, that is true, but I also just really like having them. One thing you could do is just disable the upgrades to nanobots. And so you're only allowed to have the base level, which definitely would be something you'd want to replace with construction bots. Or yeah, if construction bots were faster, that would be acceptable. Oh, what did I run out? Oh, I ran out of nanobots. Okay. I was like, did I run out of rails? We did not. Alright, so this will be train stop for diamonds. Probably doesn't need to be that high up. Ugh, I have to do everything myself now? Jeez. Alright, diamond, load, west? Does this count as northwest? Nah, it's still north. I mean, it's north-northwest if I really wanted to be specific, but that should be fine. And then we need our little loading station design. There we go. And then we need some miners. So yeah, mining time 1500%, pretty crazy. Because of that, you actually kind of want the miners to be like more off the patch than on the patch, because then you get more per second. Because it'll take a while for that one to get, you know, it gets 2 a minute. So mining that 1900 is going to take a while. Hey, Sergeant Blaze, thanks for the follow. Very much appreciated. Yeah, all this put together is it's still only 0.7 a second. Okay, get that going. Oh, well, I appreciate that. I generally like to reply to comments unless they're particularly antagonistic, which sometimes happens. But, you know, what can you do? It's YouTube. I'm actually surprised at how well-behaved the comment sections in my videos have been thus far. Alright, well, thank goodness for the picker mods, because now I can still sort of build this quickly, even without my nanobots. Oh, I'm out of lights, too. Craft a few more of those. Alright, and then we need power pole connection. And there we go. Diamonds. And they are slow. Look at this. It's so slow. Look at that speed. Oh my goodness. The modifier is 15 times. So I have 19 drills. So it's basically equivalent to having like 1 drill. 1 1/3 on a normal patch of resources. So that is why we have to also tap in to this one. Which I'm just going to use about the same size patch. So we'll just use the one that gets me as many miners as possible, which looks to be this. Somehow all of those have valid spots. We'll have to mine that ourselves. Yeah, the picker mod is a pretty good balance if you don't want something quite as powerful as nanobots. Because you still have to mouse over everything, you just don't have to click. And it saves you a lot of clicking. Alright, and then this... Honestly, I'm never going to have enough for the side of the belt to matter. That's also only 0.7 a second. Yeah, you don't have to rotate, you don't have to... I mean, you sort of have to aim in that your mouse still needs to enter the same place it would if you were to click. But because you don't have to click, you can just kind of wave your hand really fast and get things built. So it is a lot faster. Alright, so that will be altogether 1.4 diamonds a second. And that is equivalent to 14 graphite a second. So I don't think it's silly to do this. And graphite already needs 1 step of processing. And so turning graphite into diamonds is 2 steps. However, oh, and it has to be in an electric furnace. Interesting. So 10 graphite into a diamond is 20 seconds, which is really 10 seconds in a furnace. And the other method is 26 seconds with a rough diamond in a assembler. Assembler versus furnace power is about the same. So weirdly, you'd almost rather have 10 graphite. Is that right? I mean, diamonds are much more dense, which I guess is kind of nice, but... She builds from the blueprint. That's awesome. Did I actually enable the train? Can it come get... No, I have the car. Never mind. I'll just use the car. So this is all operational, I think. I probably should throw down a train signal here, just so I have it. I don't need one right now, technically. But once I have more branches off of this, we will. I also should put a crossing in here. Maybe I can just do that now. I'll just copy that. Rotate it, and... let's see. I think it needs to be this way. Actually, wait, does it matter which way? No. Because both ways are right-hand drive, so it doesn't matter. Let's do that way. Now, picker doesn't work on train rails, unfortunately. Need one more of those 2 chains. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't quite see the appeal of Factorio. It really takes that kind of programming desire, the problem solving, the constantly having to rebuild things or build them better. Hey, there's graphite right there. Oh, I guess one nice thing about diamonds is you don't need steam. Because now that I think about it, how am I gonna have to have a coal train that deposits fuel for mining flake graphite? And for what it's worth, titanium needs lubricant. We're gonna need some liquid trains to do deliveries, I think, unfortunately. Ah! Oh gosh. Okay, we didn't break anything. Go team. Alright, I want to repair it, but I don't, because I don't want to deal with a repair pack in my inventory. So you, my friend, should... These are still set to anything, right? Okay, yeah, these ones are. I think we're good to say... Oh, is that a train limit? What is this? 1 out of 2. Only 1 out of 2 stops is accessible. Oh. Interesting. Okay. That's fine, because we want diamond load. Full cargo is probably never going to happen, or we'll say 10 minutes, and then you'll come back. Oh, that's what, there's 2 of these stops named that. That's the problem. Home unload diamond. It copied the... You know, I also should start doing the symbol. That would look so much nicer. If I can find it. You'd think it'd be here. Oh, no, it's a processed thing. So it's going to be over here. There it is. What am I doing? Diamond load, add station, home unload diamond, empty cargo. Yeah, and I should have a circuit condition probably, right? That says wait. Well, I guess if empty cargo is a requirement, if we ever end up filling, which will take a million years, but if I ever end up filling these chests, then it'll just wait here until it's empty. So that's fine. And we have the balancing done, so these will empty out evenly. So I don't have to worry about that being a thing. I do wonder how much these circuits, you know, cost me in terms of UPS. Currently it's tiny. Circuit network is in the 0.00 amount. So cool. Okay, now what? Diamonds? Check. Do we officially have diamonds? Let's watch it happen. Hooray! 400, 500, 600 rough diamonds. And I don't think we need a ton yet, right? What do they go into? They go into the gyroscopes, which then go into robot frames, but that's 1 to 4. So yeah, we don't need a ton there. 1 per mining drone, which has a fuel value, which is what I think powers the Moho drill. No, that says it consumes electricity. So what consumes the mining drone? Oh, it's the deep core. So the deep core drones are used for the drill. They're used for the deep core mining drill. This one. Well, that says it... Interesting. Maybe it just consumes electricity and then it also... It just requires these to be built. It just is weird that these have a fuel value. That's what's confusing me. Because that's how Pyanodons does it with mining drills. Is they have a fuel value and it's actually a burner drill that can only use those things as fuel. So I guess we'll see when we get there. Can I craft it yet? Oh no, right, I need all these things. Makes sense. Yeah, Kimberlite would make sense because that's a thing, but it's fine. Yeah, Flaberia, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. And we're going to go ahead and throw diamonds in here to figure out what we need in terms of factor. Oh my goodness. Wow, these are going to be very excited to have speed modules. Holy cow. That's pretty crazy. Also, can I void stone? I'm having a thought. But I need to figure out if I can void stone or not. I can make stone brick, which then can make silica. I mean, I can make water fill, but that's not voiding. And silica can... I mean, we can make landfill. But landfill... I don't think I can void stone. Because what I was thinking is I could just make the diamonds on site. Because we have plenty of space out there. And just load the actual diamonds onto the train. But then we have stone to deal with. Which is pretty annoying. It's such a small amount, you know, it's a fifth of the amount of the diamonds. So, you know, 7 a minute, like that, whatever. We're down here, we'll do the diamond processing down here. Maybe I'll bring it over to this area, kind of count that as smelting. We did have a one of these for diamond ore, didn't we? What was this one? That was for wolframite, for tungsten. So diamond was... I think we had a space for it, yeah. So we'll just bring that down. And do what we were planning on doing. You're probably not wrong, Dave. Landfill is 20 stone. That one's actually more efficient. Because 20 silica is 4 stone brick, which is 8 stone. So 20 stone into 1 landfill, which stacks into 100. So 2,000 stone per stack times 50 stacks is 100,000 stone. That would support 500,000 well, 400,000 diamond. Which I don't actually know if we're going to use 400,000 diamond or not. We might use more than that. But it would last me, like, a dozen hours at least. A couple dozen hours, probably. Let me go over more. A bit more space over here. Get down to the ore bus here. Now, diamond and titanium both feel like one that should be on half a belt. I'm going to be honest. So... do I just do this? I think that's okay. Because, I mean, by the time I even would think about needing more than, you know, 1 or 2 a second, I'm already going to have blue belts. So 22.5 diamonds a second, I'm going to imagine is enough for the rest of the playthrough. I guess we'll find out. I'm going to leave room for zirconium plates in case we need such a thing. What's my spacing again? 7? And then this is actually in assemblers, which we don't need that space then, because this was actually built for electric assemblers to be able to be expanded into. So this will be my diamond factory. We're just going to need 1 million of these. And we're going to have diamonds in, diamonds out. I could put it on the same belt, but then the problem is I need to wrap back around anyway to deliver the diamonds up. So I might as well just have it 2 belts. And that power needs to maybe do something else. Oh, I very much need nanobots. Let me go grab some of those. Otherwise, this is going to be too annoying to build. And we have a decent amount of titanium. We might have enough to get started. What do we need it for again? Was it the robot frames? Yeah. 1 per robot frame. And I'm out of belts. And we're almost out of undergrounds. How did we use 100 so fast? I feel like we haven't been using that many, but I guess I was wrong. Need some more lamps in various places. Okay, so diamond, I mean, this is a pretty simple, something like that. Oh, that actually needs to be the opposite. And we'll go on the same side of the belt, because we're going to have even less outputting than inputting in terms of diamonds. Some of it turns into stone. The one sad part is I need 2 power poles. The alternative is using undergrounds, but then that costs way more at the end of the day, I think. So we'll just do this. Okay, and then copy. So that's 8. Do 16. Maybe we'll go up to 24 for now. I'll have beacons and modules and stuff and yellow assemblers, so I don't want to go too crazy, but I can always expand this pretty easily. And then, okay, so diamonds are here. We do need to know which side of the belt they're on. Diamonds are on the right going down, which means the bottom going left, which means this. Because eventually we're going to have titanium on this guy. And then diamonds back up. Oh, we have stone here too. Crap. Stone then can go, I guess, back over to here. Can we prioritize it? Kind of annoying, but yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Stone to the right. And we need to be done with this episode is what we need. And then I do actually need to split to get this onto both sides of the belt. I guess I can do that by the buffer. Although, is this length of belt a good enough buffer, is the question. Probably is. Because I need stone brick for all sorts of things. So, we will go ahead and do that. So the stone will end up on both sides of the belt, and that way, when we use it as input priority, it will take priority regardless of which side is getting used, because sometimes sides get used unevenly, and that's part of the problem. Okay, so here's where stone needs to get used. We can just put it right there. Input priority, right. Okay, and that's a pretty long buffer. What is it? Eight objects per tile, and that's like at least 100 tiles, so 800 stone buffer should be plenty. Because remember, we only get 1 stone for every 4 diamonds. So, yeah. As long as I need 1 stone for every 4 diamonds I make. I'm pretty sure even just in the recipes that diamonds use. I'm just kind of curious. So this one, is this going to require stone? Yeah, I mean, there's silicon right there in the MEMS gyroscope. So the deep core mining drones will never back up. MEMS gyroscopes, yeah, I mean, it's totally fine. Technically, this doesn't use any stone, does it? No, it does, the silicon. Yeah, I mean, we use stone in everything that uses diamonds anyway, so there's not even a potential of backing up. All right, and then let's see, this belt now. So we're gonna combine this with titanium, which will come from the left. I don't know how far. And then we'll come up. And it's gonna be this belt right here. There we go. We've got our first diamonds, folks. Feels good. And then that'll be the titanium carrying on. So this is one of those things where I don't need to do the trick, because I don't need the thing to carry on. I just need to actually filter it. I always forget, because I use the trick so often on a bus, because I want both things to carry on, and I only want to have one of them come off. But if you never need the other thing, just use a filter. I don't know why I forget that. Yes, diamonds are my best friend. Alright, well I think I need to call it an episode there, because we're at an hour. So for those of you on YouTube, as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Join the Discord if you like. Follow me on Twitch if you like. Subscribe on Patreon if you like. But I'll see you in the next episode.